Hi, cat. Come and get some mango, baby.
One, two, 1, 2, 3. Self-awareness is a superpower. My name is KathyLaDonna. Welcome to Soul and Vibration. I hope the free thinkers are doing well. And if you're not doing well, I'm happy to remind you that you are the most powerful person that you know. You are the most powerful person that you know because only you can create your reality. Hey guys, today is Friday. Friday is ruled by Venusian energy. Friday, November 17th, and the energies in the day adds up or reduce to the number 8 vibration. If today is your birthday, happy birthday. So when it comes to the spirit animal, a few things is already coming to mind just from the energies in the day. Something about like something either being too expensive, overpaying for something, or worrying about the cost when it comes to something. And when it comes to the cost, when it comes to something, it's just bringing me to something I was watching earlier by, I think it's Dr. Les Brown probably. And to me, he's a motivational speaker and a pastor at the same time. And he was just talking about like when we ask for certain things, when we pray for certain things, it's like, if I could sum it up based on how I remember it, it's like we've been conditioned to be beggars when we're not beggars. Like the universe is abundant and our Father is the creator. And if our Father is the creator, that means that we're abundant and we are royalty. And a lot of the times, like we find ourselves begging for certain things to happen. And when we're begging, we're in a frequency that says that, this isn't possible. It's not going to happen. And we're attracting more of that. Where instead we have to just know that thy will be done, in the sense that it is my birthright to have access to all of this. So I will get whatever it is that I need, whatever it is that I want. And instead of getting in beggar's mode, know that thy will be done. Know that what is for me will be for me. So I get up and I do my part pertaining to that thing. And just allow everything else to play itself out, whatever is out of my control. And when it comes to the deer as a spirit animal, the deer is bringing me to the importance of being patient. And the deer is also bringing me to listening with discernment. So with the deer energy bringing me to listening with discernment, because if you look at the deer's eyes look a little bit weird, where the ears are alert. And I learned that deers aren't, their vision isn't that clear. So of course they have to depend on what they're hearing. So when it comes to today, I'm getting like the fine print. The fine print is coming up in the sense that make sure you're focusing on the details. Make sure you're asking questions. Like say if you have an important interview to go to or an important appointment, keep in mind that I think of like, say when we're applying for a job, and sometimes we could be so desperate because we really need the money to the point that we don't realize that we're also the interviewer, in the sense that because we are children of the creator and the creator is the king, we're also royalty. So that means we're not beggars. Even though sometimes we feel like it, but I feel like we're conditioned to fall into that kind of frequency so that we can manifest more of that, because that's the energy that we dwell on. That's the temperature that we keep within. So everything that can survive within that frequency, within that temperature, will grow. It's like bacteria growing in certain environments. It's like we grow certain experiences within us because we're holding our frequency at a certain temperature based on what we're thinking and what we're feeling. So it's like, say you're going to some kind of an interview today or some kind of an interaction. Keep in mind that it's a two-way situation. just as much as you're hiring me to work here, I need to also make sure I'm asking questions to make sure that this is a right fit for my mental space. This is the right fit for me and not something that's going to bring me down. I think about how, like, in relationships, or when it comes to getting to know someone, some of us might show up to the relationship or the dating process as if we're selling ourselves, when in fact it's an interviewing process on both sides, where both people need to value themselves enough to ask the right questions and be observant to know if this is something that they want to bring into their lives. Where it's like, imagine if, we saw ourselves the way that we're supposed to. And because we see ourselves the way that we're supposed to, we hold ourselves on the level that we're supposed to. And because we know we're so worthy and deserving, we don't entertain just anything. And because we don't entertain just anything, we're not desperate for just anything. And that brings me to me always when it came to business, when I was in the salon or any business that I was doing. Even if I was hungry, I was never hungry, in the sense that, say I'm in the salon or whatever and business is slow, and business has been slow. Like, if someone tries to book and they're coming with the BS, I'm shutting it down. I'm turning that money away, because all money isn't good money. All money isn't good money for me, especially if that money is messing with my sanity, in the sense that the process to get that money is taking anything away from me, because energy needs to be equally exchanged. So in order for me to get that bag, if I am losing myself in the process of getting this bag, I will shut it down. And I've had that experience happen to me, where, I'm shutting it down. I am shutting it down. And, when I was in the industry, like, the only bad review that I got was for refusing business, where someone was like, I would think people would want to make money. Yeah, I want to make money, but not putting up with what you're bringing in order for us to exchange and do this business. So for me, when it comes to today's energy, it's like, don't sell yourself short and be desperate just because of that exchange, because you are abundant and the Creator will always provide. So all of your needs will be met. You just have to know it. To me, it's crazy how the same information go around and around and around, in the sense that you watch different videos and read different books and they're regurgitating similar information. But even though they're regurgitating similar information, sometimes you'll hear something you never heard before and it just clicks. And I remember reading something and the author saying, like, when you want something, make sure you avoid everything that's speaking negatively against the thing that you want. So that means that you're not having those kind of conversations with people, and you're not consuming content that's also speaking negatively against the thing that you want. Because once you allow yourself to get into that frequency, it's like I said, the temperature within you is going to go to a certain temperature that's going to attract certain things and allow them to grow. And whatever you're attracting and allowing to grow, it better be something that empowers you. It better be something that makes you feel good. So when it comes to today's energy, that's what I'm getting. I'm getting the importance of putting yourself first. And when it comes to, say, whatever it is that you're trying to purchase, associate yourself with, just know that nothing is worth losing yourself. That's my number one thing. My number one thing is, when it comes to, say, me acquiring abundance and wealth and all of that, it is extremely important for me to like myself in the process and like myself at the end of the day. Because what is the point of being abundant materially if I don't like me? Like, it is extremely important for me to love me. So at the end of the day, if, this exchange is causing me to betray myself, then it's not worth it, no matter how much it's paying, no matter how much it's bringing, because at the end of the day, all I got is my relationship with me. So I feel like somebody needs to hear that, because somebody might be finding themselves in a situation where they might feel like they're needing to compromise themselves. And it's like, don't do it. Don't do it. And when it comes to the tarot, we have the Knight of Swords in the upright position. So the Knight of Swords in the upright position, this is bringing me to not being so quick to speak, being so quick. Don't be so quick to say yes. Don't be so quick to speak. Don't be so quick to come to any decision. Because for some of us, today might be a day where we're signing some kind of a contract, or we're focusing on some kind of legal agreement, because with the energies in the day adding up to number 8 vibration, the number 8 deals with contracts. The number 8 deals with legalities. The number 8 could also deal with going back to school, gaining an education. Maybe some of you are shopping for different schools you can go to. Keep in mind that when you're exploring the school, it's like the person who's showing you around, they're a salesperson. Is their job to act like they're your best friend and to sell you on joining so that they could get their bonus. So make sure you're looking around and looking for the things that you need, the things that matter, which brings me to earlier in the conversation when, you know, the first thought that came to mind was the importance of going into this interview or conversation that you're having with your notes, with your checklist, to make sure everything that you need to be addressed will be addressed. You won't forget a thing. Venus is the ruler of the day, and with Venus being the ruler of the day, big emphasis on relationships, big emphasis on material things, things that we value, things that bring pleasure. And Venus is squaring the moon in Capricorn. So with Venus squaring the moon in Capricorn, the moon is our inner world, our inner conversation, and it is in a place where we are focused on legacy, family legacy, making the people in our lives proud, our goals, our achievements, how we will look standing on the world stage, accepting our awards or being appreciated or being recognized. And with Venus in Libra and the moon squaring Venus in Libra, something that we value when it comes to fairness and honesty is being challenged by our goals, our inner world. Something about our relationships and friendships and how we relate to others is also being challenged by our inner world. And when I think of like our inner world in Capricorn, it's like, I think about moon in Capricorn squaring Venus in Libra will bring me to say someone having to make a decision to choose their ambition over their friendship, or their values over their friendship, or their image over their friendship is what I'm getting. I'm implementing Astro Dice. I don't know how long I'll keep it going. Let me know what you guys think. Y'all can't see, but you'll just have to trust my word for it. And the number 6 is what comes out for today. So this brings me to, for a lot of you, this has to do with a job interview or something at work. Maybe you're looking to get a raise, or you're looking for them to bring up your position, or something with your work schedule. And for some of us, maybe it's something about our diet and our exercise. But to me, mainly your work schedule or something with your job. And like I've mentioned, and I guess I've been mentioning, you know, the Creator will allow us to keep getting these jobs and ending up in positions where we're never comfortable. And we're not supposed to be comfortable in these positions. And those of us who find ourselves to be uncomfortable is because there's a bigger calling on your life. And when I say bigger calling on your life, meaning what you're doing is not all you're supposed to be doing. What you're doing, if you're uncomfortable and miserable, is actually supposed to be a prerequisite. It's like life is a classroom, and that's a prereq that's preparing you for the main thing, you know, for your major, the thing that you'll be majoring in for maybe the rest of your life, or maybe a certain period within your life. But wherever you're unhappy and miserable and uncomfortable, that's the prereq. And when you find yourself miserable and uncomfortable, maybe it's time, because discomfort is a signal for change. If you're sitting in the chair and your butt hurts, you're going to shift yourself so you could get more comfort. So maybe your frustration and your uncomfortableness might be a sign that, you know, change is coming. So embrace it, be happy for it, celebrate it. Or might be a sign that there's some lesson that you need to learn in your environment and you're rejecting your lesson. So that's also an opportunity for you to reflect on yourself and to see what is it about you that's rejecting what it is that you should be reflecting. Because uncomfortable situations for me is the universe turning certain people, places, and things into the mother eaglet. We're the baby eaglets, and we're sitting in the nest, and we're so comfortable in the nest. And it's time for us to learn how to fly. It's time for us to elevate to a different table, a different position, a new experience, because life is all about experiences. You know, we're here to create them. So it's time for you to create a new experience. And, you know, the universe will turn people, places, and things into mother eaglets, and they will stir up the nest and make you so uncomfortable to the point that you fall out. And in the process of falling, you learn to fly like the baby eaglet. So just trust the process and trust what's happening when it comes to today, because today might be a day where you find yourself dealing or having power struggles with people who might seem like they want to be the authority over you. And in situations like that, it's best not to even struggle back or press back. To me, for me, I feel like it's best to just surrender and ask myself, what is the universe trying to teach me when it comes to this present situation? Such a pleasure sharing this message with you. If you'd like to book a natal chart awareness coaching session with me, or check out my exclusive weekly content only available on Patreon, the links for that is in the description box below. But before you go anywhere, please let me know you're here with me by dropping me a pink heart in the comment box below. I would love to hear. Love yourself as if your life depended on it, because it does. Take care of yourself, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.